morning, hiya folks. Welcome to Jurassic Park. No. Welcome to the stream. Already, I need more clay, because this is all that remains of my last box. Excuse me, little guy. Luckily, I've got 2 more 8-pound boxes. Damn, boy! Damn, boy! He's thick! Alrighty, now I gotta mush it. Kinda hard to mush something that's been sitting still for at least like a year. But at least it's not as difficult as some of my blue clay. Some of the colorful stuff. I guess it's something in the dye that really changes the consistency. But yeah, some of the colorful clay, like the yellows and the reds, they are very, very malleable. And even some of the blue. But there's at least one particular shade of blue that's kind of like that shade, except maybe a bit darker. And it's like rock hard. Alright, so what were we doing? The left foot. Right. I have squished this foot like 3 times since yesterday. I mean, it's honestly impressive. Alright, now that we've got some clay to work with down there, let's start at the thighs and work our way down. So first I'm going to put some clay here, kind of highlight some of the tendons or whatever. Blender Man. Yeah, that's better. How's that looking? Lovely. At least that's what I say. I'm doing the same thing I did yesterday, just putting a thin patch of clay on this side of the thigh near the top. Give it a little more meat. And when you're working with wide, flat pieces of clay to stick onto more clay, be careful you don't trap any air bubbles in there, because air bubbles, when you go to bake them, can be pretty hazardous. I've never had an issue where that exploded, but I have seen plenty of videos where someone else was complaining that that happened. Enough so that I am very vigilant about making sure there's no air bubbles. Okay, now that I've got it blended, I'm just gonna smooth it out. Okay, alright, bingo bungo. And I'm also going to pinch down here just to highlight that. Frankly, I don't have to do much for the knee, because it's already shaped like how I want it. So that just leaves putting a bit of meat on the calf. But not a lot, actually. Maybe just that much. I can't see what I'm doing, I'm just feeling it. Hopefully that's good enough. And then another small lump of clay. Right in here, perhaps? That will act as a bit of a tendon, vein, whatever. Bing pot. Actually, I am going to put more on the back. That explains why I can't see anything. That'll do. Now I'm gonna skip right down to the toes. Not like that, you freaks. So these two were arched up and these two were mostly flat. Hey, pineapples, how are you this morning? Or night? Whatever time of day it is for you again. You're tired? Have you considered getting a job as a bicycle? Because if you're too tired, that's perfect. You'll get hired right away. Think about it. A bicycle has 2 tires. So if you're too tired, you should get a job as a bicycle. Oh, stupid. I'm stupid. It's a dumb pun. But I think I'm funny. And isn't that what's important? Where's my knitting needle? You get $1 million, but your only mode of transportation, be that, going to the store or going to the bathroom, your only method of getting around is a unicycle. And you're like instantly imparted with the knowledge of how to use a unicycle, like you're instantly good at it. But that's still your only method of transportation. Would you take the $1 million? Yeah, I don't think I would take it, just because my house is a bit too small for that. Not to mention, how would I get upstairs? Maybe I could set up like a trapeze zip line. You know how performers do that? They ride their unicycle on the lines. Maybe I'll set that up and just ride upstairs. Did you know that circus performers are actually really good at laying down Home Alone style traps? Yeah, they lay them down with trap ease. Again, I think I'm funny. I'm making these toes too small. That would have totally ruined it. It would have been a really bad feature. I'm sorry, I need to bring these jokes to a heel. Speaking of feet, I was watching House of the Dragon, which is what made me think of doing this again. I don't know, last week, a couple weeks ago. So, I love that the Littlefinger like character of the show, you know, the guy who knows everything and has a web of spies and is just like a sleazy little guy. I love that they gave him a foot fetish. It's fucking stupid. Sleazy little creep of a guy. Oh, setting him up to be like the villain, possibly. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, he's a foot guy. Oh, pardon me. See, I don't know what kind of music I can listen to live on Twitch without getting yeeted into oblivion. So I'm just listening to my tunes on Bluetooth. Oh, you sausage. I took too much clay away from in between those two toes. So let me just wedge some in there. You sausage. Now I can fix it. wide. Oh shit. I just smacked this dragon's jaw. Did I ruin anything? No, I think I just dented it. I'm sorry, sweetness. I am so sorry, baby girl. Hey, Dragonfire. That is an excellent username for this stream. Fantastic. You're really fitting the vibe. I need to take some away from that. Thank you. I'm a little concerned about the torso of the dragon. I think I did a good job with the muscle tones, but I'm afraid it just looks kind of stupid on a dragon to have abs. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that. Like, it looks good. It's well done. I did a fantastic job. But does it look stupid? That's the problem. Alright, now's the tricky bit. Highlighting where the damned foot ends and where the rock begins. I'm actually going to put some stuff here. Nope, that's not good enough. Come on, get down there. Get down there and stay. Let's go. Thank you. last one. Alright, time to blend. It can happen if the dragon's wing skin is very thin, doesn't see much light through, it freezes when it burns? What do you mean? Okay, so now I'm also going to put some lumps of clay around each of these lines, sort of define the knuckles. Sorry, I'm not that good in English. Neither am I. You're good, hon. What I really hate, though, is when autocorrect tries to step in because it thinks it knows better. Like, if I had a nickel for every time I went to type "it's" and autocorrect corrected to the wrong "it's," I would have probably enough money to buy a new phone. What did I just do? My hat just knocked off a tooth. Great. Alright, let's play Dragon Dentist again. I did the same thing yesterday. Just stick it on sideways, and I see that you said something. I will look at the chat in just a moment. Or 2. Or 12 moments. Just gotta correct this tooth. That's it. And is that relatively symmetrical? Yeah. Symmetrical enough. Can you maybe show roughly how you made the wing skin, only if you like? Like, you mean how I got it the way it is right now? I mean, it's all the same material, obviously, but, I have a thick wire skeleton running in the legs, up to the skull, body, and the wings, and all these little spindly bits as well. And then on top of that, I laid down tinfoil, coating the entire thing, except for the wings. But over the wings, I made, damn it, I don't have any in here, do I? Anyway, chicken wire stuff. So this is all chicken wire to give it some stability. And then over that, and over the tinfoil for the rest of the body, I covered it in masking tape and then coated that in Elmer's glue, and that is where I put the clay on top of that. So this is all copper wire here, and this is chicken wire, chicken fencing. And it's gonna be too big to fit in my oven, so I'm gonna have to blast it with a heat gun and hope that I can cook it relatively evenly with minimal cracking. Ideally no cracking. I'm not sure, excuse me, I'm not sure how I'm going to texture the wings. I'll probably just come in with a needle point and just kind of do some random scraping to make it look like membrane. Just kind of loose skin. But I'll have to smooth it over with my hands before that, because I've got a lot of lines here where I added the clay. But I do know for certain, without having done them yet, that the wings are going to be a problem. I hate doing wings. I haven't made a full-body dragon in probably... Well, I haven't made a fully bodied, detailed dragon in like 7-10 years. And I do remember that wings were always a problem. In fact, if you want to get technical, I probably haven't ever made a full-body detailed dragon, because I usually squish them because I'm not happy with them. Alright, let's add the ankles in. Oh. Angle this down. That needs to go further back. Well, I don't think light's gonna shine through this because it's so thick. I mean, hell. Let me get a flashlight. Now, if I could make it so that light could shine through with this clay, and have it structurally sound, then I would, because that would be dope as fuck. But here, I've got this flashlight. It's not very powerful, but like, I've got the flashlight butted straight up against the wing, and there's no light coming through. If you're using polymer clay and you do have light shining through, because it's so thin, then I guess technically that would probably be a bad thing, because that means it's not very thick and might not support the weight that it needs to. I am terribly sorry if that does not answer your question. Okay, what don't I like about that foot? That's better. Now let me just squeeze in here, do that side. You have a nice day too. And I will have fun, I hope. See, I wish I was better at, explaining things. And that's part of why I started to do these streams, was so that maybe I could get better at teaching, because I mean, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I am fairly good at making dragons, and I want to teach people how to do them the way that I make them, but I'm just no good at expressing how to do that. I don't do words good. Alright, let's get these nails in place. Girlie's getting her nails done. You want to make sure these are roughly the same size as the other foots. Squish it into a bit of a long triangle. Then just place it on the fingernail bed. Gently push it down to join it with the finger, or toe, technically. And then carefully pull the tip down to give it that curved look. Damn it. Damn you. Damn it. Let's make this a little bit bigger. One more. Ouch. Yeah, that'll do. I sure hope. me just add some more definition on the shin here. This hat, I put it on because it's a bright color and it goes with my shirt well enough. But it is so tiny on my head. Like, it's not tiny around here because obviously that's adjustable, but it's just like so short. It barely fits on my head. I don't think I'm gonna wear it all day. Alrighty then. This was kind of a short stream, but I'm actually going to stop there because I'm getting bored, and you should never, ever, ever, ever do anything artsy when you're getting bored of the project. That's just opening yourself up to messing it up. So, yeah, I'll stop it there. Tomorrow I'll figure out what's next. I guess I'll work on the back, maybe. Figure out what needs to be done there. The tail is pretty much good as it is until it's time to define these frills. But that'll get done around the same time as we do these frills. So, yeah, thanks for coming in. See you next time.